Here in the United States, we are expecting to see a record number of protests across many major cities. In every single state here in the U.S., we are anticipating we are going to have multiple protests. We are expecting over 1,800. Now, why are we seeing all these protests? Well, it's actually something that's called the No Kings. And I'm going to break this down in just a moment, explain what's going on, but why President Trump himself is putting him in the crossfire. I'm going to break this down, explain what's happening, but what we are likely to see throughout the U.S. So, make sure you stick around and watch this entire video, and I'll explain exactly what is going on. But first, all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So look at this right here. It says, hundreds of No Kings protests planned nationwide Saturday in response to Trump's military parade. Okay, I want to read a little bit of this to you. It says right here, organizers behind the No Kings movement are calling the protests a reaction to the large military parade taking place in Washington, D.C. on Saturday in celebration of the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. It's estimated the parade will cost around $45 million, potentially more since the Army has to pay for any damage its vehicles do to the streets. Also, President Trump, who's going to be celebrating his 79th birthday on Saturday, is going to speak at the parade. He says the stated purpose of which is to reflect on the rich history and legacy of service, sacrifice, and dedication. Look at this. It says Donald Trump wants tanks in the streets and a made-for-TV display for dominance for his birthday. No kings, says on the website, no thrones, no crowns, no kings. They're expecting over 1,800 rallies and protests, okay, in every single state. And most major cities are going to have some type of a protest, some with multiple protests. Now, why is this coming at a very interesting time? Well, it's because of the protests and riots that we're already seeing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at this right here.
Now, the recent protests against ICE operations that began in Los Angeles have spread across the country. Demonstrations are ramping up from coast to coast, including in Dallas, San Francisco, Chicago, and New York, along with the nation's capital.
So we're already seeing protests and riots that are turning, they're damaging some cities. Now, we saw one just the other day and just last night in here in Seattle. And so this is something that we are expecting is only going to intensify. So when the No Kings protests or rallies come out and start on Saturday, some are using this as the platform to go up against ICE. Okay, so it's going to be a No Kings rally with ICE protests. That's what we're seeing. Here's the website for No Kings. It says, in America, we don't do kings. Says they defied our courts, deported Americans, disappeared people off the streets, attacked our civil rights, and slashed our services. The corruption has gone too far. No thrones, no crowns, no kings. That's directly from their website. But here's what you need to know, okay? It says, why is it called No Kings? The No Kings theme was orchestrated by a 50501 movement, a national movement made up of everyday Americans who stand for democracy and against what they call the authoritarian actions of the Trump administration. The name 50501 stands for 50 states, 50 protests, 1 movement. Protests earlier this year have denounced Trump and billionaire Elon Musk, the now former leader of Trump Department of Government Efficiency, a government organization designed to slash federal spending. Protesters have called for Trump to be dethroned as they compare his actions to that of a king and not a democratically elected president. Okay. Here's the issue we're going to face. Some have already, and again, I've been looking on social media and stuff, and people talking about this, the No Kings protest, and saying that it's to fight against ICE. Well, that's not necessarily what it's there for. That's not why it was started. Okay, that's not their main objective, but it's part of it. But what's going to happen based off what we've already seen and heard throughout social media, okay, and even the news outlets are reporting the exact same thing, that what they are concerned with is ICE protesters are going to clash with the No Kings rallies. This could actually turn into a bigger catastrophe. And again, I bring this up, and I've said this before. What we've seen over the past week, what we've seen with the protests against ICE, especially over in Los Angeles, this was something that many were saying was the calm before the storm. And then I was telling you that many people are concerned about upcoming events, going to a concert of a Hispanic group or a singer. Some people are getting their visas pulled. Okay? And so this was a concern. Even the Club World Cup that's coming up in the next few days or week. I think in just the next few days. That's a big one that some people are saying that could be a huge catalyst. We could see people get arrested for whatever reason. I want to show you something. Okay? I want to show you a map. These are the cities hosting the No Kings protests. Again, this is going to happen on June 14th, so in just 2 days, on Saturday. Look at this right here. This right here is a map of all the protests. Every single state, okay, Nevada has one, or 2 or 3, something like that. Anyway, they have the pretty much the least amount. Anyway, what's happening right now is every single state is going to have protests. Okay, you can see it. Now, here's a look at one event happening in each state. It says Montgomery, Alabama. Okay, Homer, Alaska, Phoenix, Arizona, San Diego, California, Boulder, Colorado, Tallahassee, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, Honolulu, Hawaii, Boise, Idaho, Davenport, Iowa, Wichita, Kansas, New Orleans, Portland, Maine, Detroit, Michigan, Las Vegas, Nevada, Trenton, New Jersey, New York, Akron, Ohio, Oklahoma City, Providence, Rhode Island, Memphis, Tennessee, Houston, Texas, Seattle, Washington, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Okay? Those are just to name a few, and you get the addresses. Now, I'm not here to spread the word. I'm not here to tell you that you need to hit up one of these rallies, right? I'm not here to do that. What I'm here to tell you is, if you are wondering why there's all these protests and rallies happening, the rally for No Kings is one thing. The protest against ICE is another. What officials are concerned with is those two are going to pretty much combine. And that could take the numbers from the No Kings rally and pretty much attach them to these ICE protests. And that's where things could be becoming very dangerous. So, I don't know what's going to happen, but we've seen stuff like this before. And the last time we did, it turned from very peaceful to dangerous. So, we'll see what happens moving forward, but that's what we know as of today. So again, this is happening on Saturday, so just be prepared if you are planning to travel or anything like that. Be prepared. In every major city here in the U.S., there will be some type of protest. So, just be prepared for that.